I test a lot of vacuums, and I get asked this question constantly. Should I get a robot vacuum like the Roborock QRevo S or a wet-dry floor cleaner like the Roborock F25 GT? So let's talk about what these actually do in real homes, not just on spec sheets, so you can see which one makes sense for yours. At the very end, I'll tell you what I personally reach for the most. The QRevo S is all about maintenance-free cleaning. This is the type of cleaning that prevents your floors from ever getting visibly dirty in the first place. It uses LiDAR to map your home, builds cleaning routes, vacuums hard floors and carpets on a schedule, and mops your hard floors using dual rotating mop pads. It quietly keeps your house at a baseline of clean without you doing anything but emptying the dirty water and refilling clean water at the station. Here's what stood out to me while testing it. The mapping is fast and accurate. It covers my entire floor and does a nice job navigating under and around furniture. The suction is strong enough to handle daily crumbs, dust, pet hair, and surface-level dirt. The dual spinning mop pads don't just drag water, they actually scrub. And the base station, honestly, it's the reason robot mops work now. It washes and dries the mop pads automatically, which means you don't get that gross mildew smell in the robot that early robot mops were known for. If your floors don't usually get messy, but you want them to stay consistently clean, this solves that. But, and this is important, robot mops have limitations. They can't really handle big messes. They shouldn't be used over spills that are still wet because liquids could end up in the vacuum dustbin. And a robot is not going to clean everything, because to get some things cleaned, you need to go over them multiple times. That's where wet-dry floor cleaners shine. The F25 GT is a hands-on cleaning tool. You've got to operate it. But when your floors look dirty, feel sticky, or have buildup, this is the one that makes them look new again. It's basically a vacuum and floor scrubber in one. It picks up liquid, debris, and grime while scrubbing the floor with a powered roller mop, so you can go over those tricky spots as many times as you need to. Here's what I noticed while using it. It's fast. It can do my entire kitchen in under 5 minutes. The roller means it's basically self-propelled, so it's very easy to use. It actually lifts sticky messes like syrup, smoothie spills, dried milk, and muddy prints in 1 or 2 passes. But if a mess needs more attention, you can keep going over it until it's gone. And it leaves even really dirty floors feeling perfectly clean under your feet. This is something robot mops in this price range just don't do on a regular cleaning cycle. But it does require you to physically pick it up and use it. So this is not passive cleaning. But like its robot counterpart, it will clean and dry itself when it's done. And all I have to do is empty the dirty water. The other thing to keep in mind is that this is for hard floors only. It won't work on carpets like the robot can, so you'll want to factor that into your choice. So which one should you get? Think about your home. If you're looking for light to medium daily cleaning to keep your floors spotless without effort, get a robot vacuum like the Roborock QRevo S. But if you have constant kids, pets, spills, cooking splatter, or you frequently need spot cleaning, you might be happier with the Roborock F25 GT. Now, the part I didn't answer in the beginning. If I could only keep one, which one would I choose? Even though I love the convenience of robot vacuums and I run them daily, I personally use the F25 GT more. Because when my little kids spill milk, there's a glob of jam someone spilled and tracked all over the kitchen, or the dog tracked in mud and leaves, it's just easier to pull out for a quick clean. And when I'm done using it, the floors don't just look clean, they feel clean. There are links in the description if you want to check these out. Like and subscribe for more smart home comparisons.